In today's video, we will delve deeply into a fascinating and inspiring theme: 7 signs you are chosen, focusing on those moments and characteristics that define God's chosen ones, as described in the Bible. This journey is not just about recognizing these signs in biblical figures, it's also about reflecting on how these signs can be applicable to us today, in our personal quest for meaning and purpose. Prepare yourself for a detailed analysis and a transformative journey through the scriptures and sacred history. The first sign is often the most revealing. The call to a specific purpose is visible in the lives of many servants of God. Besides Moses, consider Abraham, called to be the father of many nations as per Genesis 12 verses 1-2, where God tells him, "Leave your country, your people and your father's household and go to the land I will show you." This call came with immense promises but also great sacrifices. Ask yourself, are there situations in your life where you feel you have been taken out of your comfort zone to serve a greater purpose? How do you respond to these calls and what sacrifices are you willing to make? The second sign, facing significant opposition, is a constant in the biblical stories of faith and mission. Consider the prophet Jeremiah, who faced rejection and mockery while delivering God's messages. In Jeremiah 20 verse 2, he is beaten and put in the stocks for his prophecies. This sign reveals that being chosen often involves resistance and even persecution. It is a journey of perseverance and faith, where each challenge serves to strengthen the commitment to God. Do you see yourself facing adversities that test your faith? How have these challenges shaped your character and your understanding of God? Direct experiences with God are moments of profound spiritual intimacy and transformation. Besides Paul, Elijah experienced the divine presence powerfully at Mount Horeb, as described in 1 Kings 19 verses 11-12, with a gentle whisper after great natural phenomena. These moments are intimate and personal, often transforming the course of our lives and strengthening our mission. Reflect on the moments when you felt God's presence unmistakably. How have these experiences changed your perspective and response to the divine call? A radical life change is one of the most powerful marks of being chosen by God. This sign manifests not just as a change of circumstances, but as a complete transformation of the heart and mind, realigning a person's life with divine purposes. In addition to Saul's conversion to Paul, the Bible is filled with stories of radical transformations. Consider Jonah, for example, a man who tried to flee from his divine calling, but whose life was radically changed inside the belly of a great fish. Jonah 2 verses 1-2 states, "From inside the fish Jonah prayed to the Lord his God. He said, 'In my distress I called to the Lord, and he answered me. From deep in the realm of the dead I called for help, and you listened to my cry.'" Jonah's experience teaches us about the severity and mercy of God, and how even amidst disobedience, a radical change can redirect us back to the path God planned for us. Another inspiring example is Rahab, a prostitute in Jericho who recognized the power of the God of Israel and helped the Israeli spies. Her acceptance and support of God's plans resulted in a radical life change, ensuring her and her family's salvation. Joshua 6 verse 25 confirms this, "But Joshua spared Rahab the prostitute, with her family and all who belonged to her, because she hid the men Joshua had sent as spies to Jericho, and she lives among the Israelites to this day." These biblical accounts illustrate that when God chooses someone for a purpose, a radical life change often occurs, serving as a testament to God's mighty hand at work. Ask yourself, has my life been a reflection of the changes God wishes to make in me? Am I open and receptive to the transformations He has planned for my path? Having a profound impact on others is a clear sign of a divine calling. Consider Joseph, who, through his administration in Egypt, saved entire nations from famine, as reported in Genesis 41. His actions not only evidenced divine wisdom but also had lasting repercussions. In your daily life, how have your actions impacted those around you? Does your work, ministry, or even daily interactions reflect an influence that goes beyond the superficial? The sixth sign of being chosen is a burning desire to serve. This is not ordinary service but an impulse that arises from a transformed heart, driven by a deep connection with God and genuine love for others. Consider the story of Esther, who, placed in a position of influence as queen, used her role to serve and save her people from imminent destruction. Esther 4 verse 16 shows her resolution and willingness to serve, regardless of personal cost. Go, gather together all the Jews who are in Susa, and fast for me. Do not eat or drink for 3 days, night or day. I and my maids will fast as you do. When this is done, I will go to the king, even though it is against the law. And if I perish, I perish. Esther exemplifies the burning desire to serve that arises not out of obligation, but as a courageous and sacrificial choice for the greater good. This desire is also evidenced in the life of Christ himself, whose ministry was dedicated to serving others. In John 13 verses 14 to 15, after washing the disciples' feet, Jesus said, "Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet. I have set you an example that you should do as I have done for you." The message here is clear: service is not just an action, it is a manifestation of God's character in us. Thus, this desire to serve should be a central feature of the life of all who feel called and chosen by God. It is a reflection of God's heart in us, which seeks not to be served, but to serve. How does this desire manifest in your life? Do you find yourself seeking opportunities to help, guide, and serve others in a way that reflects divine love and compassion? Recognition by other believers often comes as a confirmation of the call and divine choice. In the Old Testament, Joshua was chosen in front of all Israel to succeed Moses, as God commanded in Numbers 27:18-20. This recognition is crucial for validation and support from the faith community. How has the community of believers recognized or confirmed your role? Is there a consensus that your path is aligned with a greater purpose? We have explored 7 signs you are chosen, each deeply rooted in the scriptures and demonstrated by the lives of God's chosen ones. These signs are not just historical, they are relevant to our spiritual journey today. As you consider these signs in your life, we encourage you to reflect, pray, and seek divine guidance. May this study illuminate your path and inspire you to follow more closely the call that God has for your life. Thank you for dedicating your time to this study with us. If this video has been enlightening for you, please share it, subscribe for more content like this, and leave your comment below. May your journey of faith be fruitful and blessed. We invite you to reflect deeply on these signs in your life. Participate in our Bible studies, engage with our online community, and seek guidance in prayer. Your journey is unique, and recognizing the signs of being chosen can be a turning point in your faith experience. Seek confirmation, whether through prayer, study, or fellowship, and be open to the ways God wishes to use you.